I met Lu Chen on a mild autumn day when golden ginkgo leaves swirled across the high school campus and carpeted the sidewalk in soft layers. Amid the noisy semester bustle, I stood frozen in the crowded hallway, clutching a stack of new textbooks. I had always been quiet and reserved, used to lingering in the unnoticed corners of crowds, never daring to stand out. As a senior year transfer student, I struggled to fit into a tight knit class. Unfamiliar faces, fast paced senior studies, and pervasive academic pressure left me constantly nervous. Distracted and flustered, I stumbled, and my textbooks scattered messily across the floor. Before I could panic, a pair of white sneakers appeared before me, followed by a calm, soothing voice cutting through the chatter. "Don't rush. I'll help you pick them up." I lifted my head to see Lu Chen kneeling to gather my books with neat, unhurried movements. He had short black hair, fair skin, and quiet, dark eyes, free of impatience or idle curiosity. Dressed in the standard school uniform, he carried a gentle, steady composure that set him apart effortlessly, instantly calming my flustered heart. He stacked my books neatly and handed them over, his fingertips barely brushing mine. "You're the new transfer student, right? I'm Lu Chen." His voice was soft and deep, pleasant to the ear. I nodded shyly, ears burning. "Thank you. I'm Suwan." Thus began our story. Unlike the impulsive, thrilling crushes of most teenagers, my affection for Lu Chen grew slowly and silently, like morning dewdrops on grass, unassuming, persistent, and quietly vibrant. By fortunate chance, Lu Chen became my deskmate the next day. In a class of elite, high-achieving students with fixed social circles, he was my only source of stability. He was no loud, attention-seeking heartthrob, yet endlessly reliable. A consistent top-grade student, he solved difficult problems with ease and always submitted the neatest, most standardized homework in the class. Senior year was an exhausting, endless tunnel of exercises, monthly exams, rankings, and a looming classroom countdown. I struggled severely with math and logic problems, often staring blankly at worksheets, my confidence crumbling steadily. Transferring late into senior year left me far behind my peers, and the academic gap felt insurmountable. Countless times I sat dejectedly at my desk after poor exams, overwhelmed by inferiority and helplessness. Lu Chen never relied on empty comfort. Instead of meaningless reassurance, he would slide his fully annotated workbook toward me, pinpoint my recurring mistakes, and explain complex theories in the simplest, clearest terms. He stripped away redundant formulas and trivial steps, leaving only core logic that even I could easily grasp. He marked my errors with pencil notes, wrote concise error summaries and margins, and left tiny, practical reminders. After evening self-study, when everyone rushed out of the classroom, he would stay 10 minutes longer to correct my misremembered knowledge points. He never made me feel incompetent or lagging behind, merely accompanying me steadily as I improved at my own pace. I gradually grew quietly dependent on him. Each morning, I would instantly relax the moment I saw his calm figure enter the classroom with a water bottle. On rainy days, he would leave a dry umbrella by my desk without a word. On cold days, he would quietly adjust the heater beside us. All his kindness was subtle, unannounced, and woven into the trivial details of daily life. I hid my crush deep in my heart. I was ordinary in every way. Average grades, plain looks, modest background, fading easily into the crowd. Lu Chen, by contrast, shone naturally, earning praise from teachers and admiration from classmates. I believed our worlds were separate, content merely to sit beside him through the brutal senior year and cherish this secret, precious love alone. Our closest senior year moment came on a frigid winter night. Wind howled outside and streetlights trembled in the bitter cold. The entire grade was immersed in intense review, the classroom only filled with the scratch of pens on paper. I was extremely sensitive to cold, my fingers constantly stiff and numb, making it hard to hold a pen steady. As I fumbled awkwardly one night, Lu Chen suddenly covered my frozen knuckles with his warm palm beneath the desk. My body froze, breath catching, my heartbeat thundering loudly in my chest. He kept his eyes on his workbook, tone casual and unchanging. "Your hands are always cold. Warm them up or you can't finish your work." He let go after barely 10 seconds, Yet that fleeting warmth lingered on my skin all night, etched firmly in my memory for years. In that dim, pressure-filled classroom, I finally understood I was not alone. Someone watched over me quietly, shielding my fragility with silent thoughtfulness. The college entrance examination arrived in the blink of an eye. Before exams, the classroom buzzed with graduation messages and group photos, filled with reluctant goodbyes. Mustering all my courage, I handed my notebook to Lu Chen. "Could you write me a message?" He wrote smoothly and handed it back. On the clean page lay his elegant handwriting. "May you walk steadily and meet bright scenery. I'll walk with you." My eyes grew damp, yet I dared not overinterpret his words, accepting them only as a classmate's blessing. I told myself I was fortunate enough to have met him in my toughest youth, to receive his tenderness and guidance. After the exam, everyone celebrated freedom with trips and gatherings. Our class group chat stayed bustling, yet Lu Chen and I rarely chatted actively. We returned to distant classmate status. No more side-by-side studying, no more quiet late-night company. I assumed our story would fade into an unspoken teenage regret. Admission results day changed everything. I stared in shock at my acceptance to my dream university in a neighboring city before a message from Lu Chen popped up. "I'm in the same city as you." My fingertips trembled. With his outstanding grades, he could have attended a top university in a faraway first-tier city, but he had chosen the city I longed for. All my inferiority and unease melted away, replaced by warm, surging hope. University life was relaxed and free, a stark contrast to intense senior year. Though we no longer sat together daily, our bond never broke. Every weekend, Lu Chen traveled across the city to visit me. He queued up for my favorite milk tea, remembered all my taste preferences, walked with me by the campus lake, and listened patiently to my trivial daily stories. Quiet and reserved, he rarely spoke sweet words or staged grand romances, yet every action held exclusive tenderness for me. He kept me company on late-night study calls, rushed to comfort me when I faced club activities, setbacks, and grievances, and always found me quickly whenever I got lost in the unfamiliar city. We officially confessed our feelings on a quiet, snowy freshman winter night. Fine snowflakes drifted down, covering treetops and sidewalks in a thin layer of white. We walked side by side on the silent campus path, footsteps soft on the snow, the whole world wrapped in gentle stillness. Lu Chen suddenly stopped and turned to me, his dark eyes earnest and unguarded under the streetlights. "Suwan, I didn't only walk beside you in senior year. I want to walk with you for the rest of my life. I noticed you on your first transfer day, standing alone and nervous in the hallway. I chose to sit beside you on purpose. I helped you with your studies and warmed your hands not as a classmate, but because I liked you. I waited for you to grow braver, adapt to the new environment, and overcome your inferiority. I didn't confess in senior year for fear of distracting your studies. Now I'll say it clearly. I've liked you for a very long time. Will you be my girlfriend?" Snow fell gently between us. All my years of secret, unspoken longing were finally answered. My one-sided crush had always been mutual. While I looked up to him silently, he had guarded me patiently, waiting for me to grow brighter and braver. Tears welled in my eyes, and I nodded firmly, voice trembling. "I will. I've liked you too for so long." He smiled warmly, a rare bright smile that melted the winter cold. He took my cold hands in his warm palm and tucked them into his coat pocket. From that snowy night, our tacit, youthful companionship turned into definite, lifelong love. Our university love was plain yet warm, free of grand passion or flashy romance. We spent ordinary days in simple happiness, studying in the library on sunny mornings, sharing casual lunches at noon, wandering the lake at dusk, and watching sunsets paint the sky orange. Though still quiet by nature, he reserved all his tenderness solely for me, remembering every small preference, tolerating my petty moods, and standing firmly by my side through every hesitation and confusion. We had occasional quarrels and misunderstandings brought on by busy schedules and conflicting opinions that led to brief estrangements. But we never gave up on each other. Lu Chen always calmed down first and took initiative to communicate, listening to my grievances patiently, explaining his thoughts carefully, and compromising gently. Every conflict taught us to accommodate, understand, and cherish one another more deeply. In my sophomore year, I participated in a crucial professional competition, overwhelmed by extreme anxiety and self-doubt. I stayed up late daily revising plans and practicing presentations, growing sensitive and irritable, and repeatedly wanting to give up against outstanding opponents. Lucha never offered empty encouragement. Instead, he accompanied me through every late night, helping me sort out logical frameworks, revise tedious wording, practice presentation gestures, and comfort me through every emotional breakdown.